What if everything we call reality is just one bubble in an endless cosmic ocean? Welcome to Information World. Take a moment and imagine this. Every star you see in the night sky. Every galaxy captured by powerful telescopes. Every black hole, every atom, every law of physics. Now imagine that all of it, our entire observable universe, is only one small region inside something far greater. This is not science fiction. It is a serious scientific idea known as the multiverse theory. First, let's understand our universe. Scientists estimate that the observable universe is about 93 billion light-years across. It contains hundreds of billions of galaxies. Each galaxy contains billions or even trillions of stars. Around many of those stars are planets. Some of those planets may hold life. But here is the question that shakes everything. Why does our universe have these specific physical laws? Why does gravity have exactly the strength it has? Why does the cosmological constant have the value it does? Why do the fundamental forces allow atoms to form, stars to ignite, and life to exist? If gravity were slightly stronger, stars might burn out too quickly. If it were slightly weaker, galaxies might never form. If the electromagnetic force were different, chemistry as we know it would collapse. It almost looks fine-tuned. One possible explanation is that there are many universes, each with different physical constants. In most of them, life is impossible. But in a few rare ones like ours, the conditions are just right. This idea naturally appears in cosmic inflation theory. According to inflation, in the earliest fraction of a second after the Big Bang, space expanded faster than the speed of light. Some versions of inflation suggest that this rapid expansion never fully stopped. Instead, it continues in different regions, creating bubble universes, each one with its own properties. Our universe would then be just one bubble among possibly infinitely many. Now imagine this visually. A vast, endless cosmic ocean. Inside it, bubbles constantly form. Each bubble is a universe. Some collapse instantly. Some expand wildly. Some have no stable matter. Some might have strange physics where time behaves differently. And in one of them, you exist. Another pathway to the multiverse comes from string theory. String theory suggests that the fundamental particles are not point-like dots but tiny vibrating strings. The mathematics of this theory allows for an enormous number of possible configurations, sometimes estimated as 10 to the power of 500 different possible vacuum states. Each configuration could represent a different universe with different physical laws. Then there is the quantum perspective. In quantum mechanics, particles can exist in multiple states at once until observed. One interpretation, called the many worlds interpretation, suggests that every quantum event creates a branching universe. When a particle has two possible outcomes, the universe splits. In one branch, outcome A happens. In another branch, outcome B happens. If this interpretation is correct, then right now, there are versions of you living slightly different lives. In one universe, you made a different decision yesterday. In another, Earth's history unfolded differently. In another, humanity never evolved. Every possibility that can happen, does happen somewhere. Now pause and think about the scale of this idea. If universes are constantly branching or forming, then reality is not a single timeline. It is a vast structure of parallel existences. We experience only one thread of it. But here is the critical question. Can we ever prove this? So far, the multiverse remains a theoretical concept. We have no direct evidence of other universes. By definition, if they are separate from ours, they may be causally disconnected. Light from them may never reach us. However, some scientists search for indirect clues. For example, if another universe collided with ours in the distant past, it might leave imprints in the cosmic microwave background radiation, the faint afterglow of the Big Bang. Researchers have examined data from missions like Planck, looking for unusual patterns that could hint at such collisions. So far, nothing definitive. Critics argue that if a theory cannot be tested, it may fall outside traditional science. Others respond that if the mathematics naturally predicts multiple universes, we must take the possibility seriously. This debate is ongoing in modern cosmology. But beyond science, the multiverse changes how we think about meaning. If there are infinite universes, are there infinite versions of you? Does every possible success and failure already exist somewhere? If so, what makes this version of your life special? Some argue that the multiverse makes life feel less unique. If everything happens somewhere, then nothing is rare. But another perspective says the opposite. Even if there are infinite universes, you only experience this one. Your consciousness is tied to this specific branch of reality. Your thoughts, your emotions, your choices, they shape the version of the universe you live in. That makes your experience deeply meaningful. There is also a deeper philosophical question. Why is there something rather than nothing? Even if we accept multiple universes, we still must ask, what created the multiverse itself? What is the underlying structure that allows universes to exist at all? Some physicists suggest that the multiverse could be the ultimate reality, a self-existing mathematical structure. Others speculate that our entire multiverse could itself be part of something even larger. The idea becomes almost impossible to visualize. Now imagine advanced civilizations in other universes. In some universes, physics might allow faster than light travel. In others, intelligent life might be based on completely different chemistry. In some, stars might shine blue forever. In others, there may be no stars at all. The diversity could be beyond imagination. And here is another mind-bending thought. If there are infinitely many universes, then somewhere, there could be a universe almost identical to ours down to this exact moment, except one tiny difference. Maybe in that universe, you chose not to watch this video. Maybe in another, humanity discovered inter-universal travel. But until we find evidence, we remain inside our cosmic bubble. Still, the multiverse idea pushes science forward. It forces us to ask better questions. It challenges our assumptions about uniqueness, probability, and reality itself. Centuries ago, people believed Earth was the center of everything. Then we learned Earth orbits the Sun. Later, we discovered the Sun is just one star among billions in the Milky Way. Then we realized the Milky Way is just one galaxy among billions more. Each time, our universe grew larger. What if the next step is realizing our entire universe is just one among countless others? If that is true, then reality is far more vast and mysterious than we ever imagined. And maybe, just maybe, the greatest discovery in the future will not be a new planet or a new particle, but the confirmation that we are part of something infinitely bigger than our cosmic horizon. The multiverse may sound unbelievable. But remember, many ideas once seemed impossible: black holes, expanding space, quantum entanglement. Today they are part of accepted science. Tomorrow, the multiverse might be too. Until then, we keep exploring. We keep questioning. And we keep looking deeper into the fabric of reality. If this idea expanded your mind even a little, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Information World for more deep journeys into science, reality, and the mysteries of existence.